Hello and welcome to Williams Gymnasium for the 8th and final green and white scrimmage of the fall semester for Lees-McRae Athletics. Today's matchup is one of women's volleyball, split up into a green and white squad, and it is their third individual green and white scrimmage of the fall semester. We'll go ahead and meet the teams for today before the stream will begin here at the top of the hour. First, for the white team, they are coached by the head coach, Caitlin Bullock. Also on the white team, number 2, Kavana Held, number 3, Mahea Chun, number 6, Carly Alba, number 9, Madison Goins, number 13, Olivia Larson, number 14, Natasha Moreno, and number 17, Olivia Nye. For the green team today, they are coached by assistant coach Abigail King. On the green team, number 1, Austin Varner, number 4, Bree Adamson, number 5, Kayla Myers, number 7, Harley Shoemaker, number 8, Lauren Zayavong, number 11, Caden Hill, number 12, Peyton Jones, number 18, Hannah Steckler, and number 21, Caitlin Smirney. Like I said before, this stream today will get underway right at the top of the hour, 4 p.m., and we hope you join us, and we will step aside for just a few moments prior to the match beginning. And we are back to action here inside of Williams Gymnasium, and we are just moments away from getting this 8th and final green and white scrimmage underway. A reminder for our viewers that although this green and white scrimmage schedule is being brought to you via our YouTube channel, once the spring schedule commences, we will be transitioning back to our regular stream home with the Conference Carolina's digital network, which you can find several links to if you visit our website, lmcbobcats.com. You'll see on your screen today that there is a column for the green team and for the white team, and we will just be tracking sets 1, at least right now while we are streaming for these green and white scrimmages on our YouTube channel. That will change once, again, we transition back to the digital network for the spring. But for this afternoon, you will be kept up to date with the set score by me verbally, so just be listening for that. And it appears that we are almost underway here. And we're looking for a ball, it appears. And head coach Caitlin Bullock to the rescue. And green will open the game, serving. Number 12, Peyton Jones, will get us going with the serve. Jones does so. Moreno here with a good kill there. There's just a little teardrop over the net. Green had some folks there that could have got to that, but they were not anticipating the little teardrop. Now on the white side, serving is number 6, Carly Alba. Caden Hill pops that one over. White able to recover. Larson does the same. Jones sets to Steckler, and that one a little too far. So early on here, White has jumped out to the early 2-0 lead. Carly Alba still back to serve for the white team. Steckler with a big swing at that one. Takes a deflection off the net. Here comes Moreno. Puts that one over. Absent able to recover. Smirny tries a little teardrop herself. It's not working there. White able to recover. Jones sets to Smirny. White again able to recover. Larson now. And her attempt there is too wide. So green will get their first point of this first match. Set, rather. Smirny back to serve for green. Nye with a really big swing there, but green does a good job of getting that one back over. Jones setting to Myers, and Myers is going to get the better of the white team there as it just takes a deflection off the hands of number 2, Kavana Held. 2-2 your score now. Green and white both tied. Smirny serves. Myers puts that one over. Here comes Moreno, but her kill attempt is blocked right at the net, straight downward by a host of green opponents. So that'll be a point for the green team. Smirny still back to serve. Good dig there by Kavana Held for the white team. And again, white denied right at the net. This time it was Larson that was trying to put that one over for the white team. 4-2 your score now. After white got out to a 2-0 lead, green has rallied to win the next 4 points. Nye almost got the teardrop, but good effort from green to keep that one up in the air. And this time, finally, White is able to meet green at the net and get the better of them. So White getting a point. Green still leads 4-3. Moreno back to serve for White. Moreno rather serves to Myers. Myers with the swing there, but is dug out successfully by Chun. Jones setting to Hill, who's denied, but Green able to keep it up in the air. Steckler now gets it across. And White not able to get that one up and over, so that'll be a Green point. Caden Hill coming back to serve for Green. 5-3 your score. Green leading in this first set. Shun with the dig. Here comes Held. She puts it over to Myers. Steckler now. And I believe they're calling a net violation on White. So that is another Green point. And they will extend their lead 6-3 now. 6-3, Green leading. Shun with a nice dig. And Shun will wound up putting that one over. Nye able to drop that one in right in front of number 12, Peyton Jones. Got a hand on it, but just not quite able to get it to another teammate. That'll be a White point. Green leading 6-4 now. Smirny with a powerful swing there, but White able to keep the rally going. Here's Nye all the way to the back line, but Smirny was there. Myers with the just teardrop attempt herself, and number 6, Carly Alba, did her best there, but not able to put it back over the net. Green leading 7-4. Steckler now with the serve for Green. Alba sets to Held. Here comes Green. Myers denied there, but it's still up in the air. Smirny with a great effort to put that one over the net. Here's Larson. And met by Smirny. Steckler now. Good effort all around here to keep this rally going. Jones catches White off guard as White was looking for Jones to set to a teammate, and she just pops it over the net. 8-4 your score here in the first set. Steckler still serving. Nye able to put that one away tidy enough and find a quasi-unoccupied part of the floor. Back to serve now for White is number 9, Madison Goins. 8-5 your score. Green still leads. And good effort there by the Green team to make sure they didn't touch that one, as that serve from Goins found its way out of bounds. Austin Varner was the player there on the Green team that was able to keep her hands off that one, and Green just picked up another point from number 4, Bree Adamson, who wasn't quite an ace, but practically so. And this time, however, Adamson's serve will go into the net, so White will be serving here. 10-6 your score, Green leading. Held back to serve. Jones setting to Smirny. And Shun did a good job there from the White team to make sure to get a hand on that one. However, just kind of went to an unoccupied part of the floor, and some little miscommunication led to a green point. This time, that was a serve attempt by the green team from number 8, Lauren Zayavong. However, that one went straight into the net. 11-7 now your score. Chun serving for the white team. Jones setting to Smirny. And Green will pick up a point there. Smirny's swing at that ball was deflected and out of bounds. So Green picking up the point. Jones back to serve for Green. Goins with the dig. Now here is Moreno. Good job by Adamson to dig that one. Smirny puts it over. Moreno again, this time with a little teardrop. Zayavong sets to Steckler. Goins with a good dig again. Moreno this time met at the net, but White able to keep this one up. Jones setting to Caden Hill, and she is denied by Nye, and possibly Moreno as well at the net. And that'll wind up being a White point. 12-8 your score. Green still leading. Alba back to serve. Jones setting to Smirny. This time that'll work, as Smirny takes a good deal off of that swing and finds the unoccupied part of the floor. 13-8 your score. Green leading. Smirny back to serve. Goins setting to Moreno, who's met right at the net. Now here's Larson. Tries to pop that one over, but Jones is ready for it. Now Myers. Good dig by Chun. Alba setting to Moreno. Jones to Zayavong. Now to Smirny, who gets it over. Moreno will just pop this one over. Jones now for Green. And a bit of a miscommunication there, as Myers was trying to run that one down, but just not quite able to get that one back over the net. So that'll be a point for White. 13-9. Green continues to lead. Moreno back to serve for White. Myers with the dig. Jones setting to Smirny all the way from the back. Here's Moreno, cross court to Held. Her swing there takes a deflection but gets it over. And I believe that was Steckler who will get the kill there. I don't know if it was a double or quite exactly what the situation was. But either way, that'll be a point for Green. Caden Hill back to serve for Green. Green has continued to kind of keep this arm's distance away from White thus far, and that will certainly help, as Green will pick up another point there. And timeout for the White squad, as the lead for Green is now a 6-point lead, 15-9. Green leading. I'm sure Coach Caitlin Bullock is not too happy with what she sees out of her White squad, so hence the timeout, and we will step aside as well momentarily, and we'll be right back when play resumes. And we're back to play here inside of Williams Gymnasium. Your score here in this first set. Green continues to lead 15-9. Coming out of a timeout from the white squad. Caden Hill will serve for Green. Sean with a good effort. However, her dig attempt will find its way over the net and out of bounds. So, yet again, another point for the Green side. 16-9, your score. Alba setting to Nye, able to drop that one in. So we'll see if White is able to stop the bleeding here and get a run of their own to try to close this gap. Right now it's 16-10. Green has consistently been able to keep that arm's distance kind of lead thus far. Shun's serve scrapes off the top of the net and finds its way over. Myers, big swing here, but violation, so that'll be a point for the white side. 16-11 now, 5-point difference. Chun back to serve for White. Zayavong with the dig. Jones sets to Myers, and she's denied right at the net by, I believe that was Larson and possibly Nye as well. Either way, this is as close as White has been for a little while. 16-12, 4-point game here. That's not going to help, though, as Chun puts that one into the net. So 17-12, Green leading. Steckler now back to serve for Green. Alba sets to Larson, and a little too much for Steckler to handle there, as that one will deflect, go out of bounds, and result in a point for White. Madison Goins back into the game and will be serving for White. Her serve will find the net, so credit Green a point there. 18-13. Bree Adamson back to serve for Green. Her serve was just kind of a floater that barely found its way over the net. White able to recover there. Jones now trying to set cross court. Smirny with a great effort, but not able to put that one back into play. So that'll result in a point for the White team. 18-14. Held serving for White. Nye with a heady play there, knowing that almost the entire Green team was just clustered right at the net, and pops that one over to the far portions of the court. Held still serving. This time her serve will go too far, and that'll be a point for the Green team. 19-15 as we close in on the later portions of this first set. Zayavong with the serve for Green. Goins with the dig. Here's Nye. Varner tries to set to a teammate, but Green not able to handle that. So, point for the White squad. 19-16 now. This is as close as it's been in quite some time. 3-point difference. Shun with a powerful serve all the way to the back line. Here's Zayavong. Sets to Smirny. However, she tries to go cross court and too long. So White again able to cut into this lead a tad. Now it's 19-17. Green leading, but White nipping at their heels. Chun still back to serve for White. Here's Chun's serve. Zayavong setting to Smirny. Good dig there by Held. Goes cross court all the way to Moreno, who does the same, but Green able to react. However, I believe that was Nye. I can't quite see from my vantage point. I believe it was Nye that was able to put that one back over the net and wind up a kill for Nye and a point for the white team. And now it is only a 1-point difference here in Williams Gymnasium, 19-18, certainly as close as it has been for really ever since. I believe this is as close as it's been since it was 2-1 early on. So we'll see here if white can continue this push or if green can rebound and look to extend their lead and close out this first set. Again, we'll step aside just momentarily and be back when play resumes. And we're back from a short stoppage of play there. Again, your score 19-18. Green leading only by 1. White pushing for the lead here. And Shun's serve will go too long, and that'll add some much-needed cushion to the green lead. 20-18 now. Jones back to serve for green. Alba setting cross-court to Moreno, but she is denied at the net by the combination of Hill and Steckler. Green flexing their muscle here a tad, coming out of that timeout. 21-18 now. Jones still serving for green. Alba setting for Nye, and that was a good choice because she puts it where green can't get to it. And white will cut into that lead by 1, 21-19. Green leading. Alba serving for white. Adamson with the good dig, and Steckler tried to find that far corner for the green side, but too long there. So again, it is a 1-point difference with 21 by the score 21-20, green leading. And a little miscommunication there between Smirny and Jones will result in white tying this one up, 21 all. And exciting stuff here as the vast majority of this first set, it has been all green, but white has had a late charge here. Smirny kind of popped that one over, and it actually hung on the net for a while. Lucky to get that one over, but white, in the end, able to get the better of green there. So they will actually now take the lead, 22-21, their first lead since the very first moments of the first set. Jones with a good set to Hill, and Hill able to rise up and get enough of a downward trajectory there to make it impossible for white to do anything with that one. 22-22 now, we're tied. Smirny back to serve for green. Does so. Alba sets to Larson, who was denied right at the net. Moreno now able to get that one over, as it looked like that ball was certainly not going to make it over, and it just wound up crawling over the net and dropping over for a white point. Moreno back to serve. 23-22, white leading. Jones sets to Myers. Alba able to handle that one. Here's Held with a really big swing there, but Zayavong gets that one calmed down. And white will eventually set to Nye, who is able to put that one away. And now what once looked like an for sure green win here in this first set now has white right at the door of closing this one out, as white is leading 24-22 in this first set. It has been a charge, a strong charge from the white side ever since about the middle portions of the set that have made this possible. Green has certainly played well, however, white gotten the better of them several times here throughout these later stages of the first set. I'm sure that Caitlin Bullock, head coach, and Abigail King, assistant coach for both the men's and women's programs for volleyball here at Lees-McRae, have a little bit of a rivalry amongst themselves in terms of who wins these scrimmages, so I'm sure the competitive juices are flowing between those two, even though it is just an inter-squad scrimmage. Getting underway again here with Moreno serving, and White able to emphatically put an exclamation point on this first set, as from my vantage, I couldn't quite see if it was Nye or Larson. I believe it might have been Nye who was able just to spike that one right in the face of the green side. So a charge late here in this first set has allowed White to take the early 1-0 set lead here in this Game 8 of the green and white scrimmage schedule. We will step aside for a few minutes while both sides get some water and take a breather before the second set gets underway. And we are back inside Williams Gymnasium, getting set for set number 2. And we're off with an Alba serve from the white side. Jones setting to Hill. She's denied at the net, but Green able to keep this one going. Smirny now just puts that one over, crawls over the net, but Chun able to return it, however, puts it, I believe, out of bounds, which will result in a point for the green side. So first points of the set here going the way of green. Smirny with the serve. Alba setting to Larson. She's denied at the net. And here comes green. Smirny swinging for the far portions of the court. Steckler does the same and hits that one way too long. So that'll result in a point for the white side and a 1-1 tie here early on in set number 2. Moreno back to serve for the white side. Myers with the dig. Jones sets to Steckler, who spikes that one right into the net. Larson will get the kill there as a diving attempt from Zayavong, and deflection will not be enough. 2-1 your score now. White leading here early on in the second set. We'll see if the momentum that White had to climb back in and take the lead in the first set and eventually win the set. We'll see if that momentum translates here to the second set and onward. Short stoppage of play here as we have some back and forth conversation about something here at the scores table. Not entirely sure. Possibly changing the way of a point, perhaps, as it appears that Caden Hill is now serving for the green side, and that does appear what is happening, at least right now. The score now reads on the scoreboard here in Williams Gymnasium. Well, looks like they've changed their mind. So instead of green having the point, we've went back and forth here. So it appears that nothing has changed, and that Moreno still back to serve here for the white side, and the score is still 2-1 in favor of white. All right. Much ado about nothing there, and Moreno will serve. Zayavong with the dig. Jones sets to Myers. Myers pops that one over. White able to handle it. Larson now deflected, but able to get that over. Steckler, teardrops, good dig by Chun. And here's Held. We'll just get that one over. Zayavong sets to Steckler. Steckler fires that one right at Goins. She can't really do much with it other than just pop it up in the air. Jones, clever from her, but White was able to recover there. Now Steckler. White again able to recover. Held this time, goes cross court, but Zayavong is there. Myers will put this one over. Chun sets to Larson. Zayavong again is there, but this time Zayavong, her dig will fall into an unoccupied part of the floor, and after a long rally, White will wind up with the points here. 3-1, still very early on here in the second set. Moreno is back to serve for the white side. Jones setting to Steckler. Chun able to get a hand on that one, and can't blame White for lack of effort there, but just not able to handle that. So Green will win that point, and the score now will be 3-2 in favor of White. Hill is back to serve for the green side. And this serve from Hill will find the net, so White will extend their lead 4-2, and Chun will be back to serve for the white side. Chun's serve will be handled by Smirny and popped over the net by Jones. Now here is the white team, and Larson will get the kill there off a deflection. So a point for the white side. 5-2 now. This set so far playing out somewhat in reverse order, with instead of green getting out to the early lead, right now it's white with an early 5-2 lead. Jones setting to Steckler. Catches Chun off guard, but is able to handle it. Here's Nye. Gets that one over, handled by Zayavong. Steckler will get the kill here off of the deflection. So, point for the green team. 5-3 now your score. White leading. Steckler will be back to serve for the green team. Moreno with a good dig there. Here is held, but she's denied right at the net by Jones, and checking my notes here, that's Shoemaker. So, first time Shoemaker's name has been called, I believe, thus far. Steckler again with the serve. Held with the dig. Alba will set back to Held, who just pops it over. Jones setting to Shoemaker. Looks like White will be able to handle this one, as Moreno will just pop it over. And Jones sets to looking for the number there. That's Shoemaker. And Shoemaker will get the kill. So 5-5 now your score, as we are all tied up between the green and white side. Green has had a good spell of play here after falling down early. However, that serve from Steckler will go into the net. So 6-5 now your score, as white will inch ahead yet again. Goins is back to serve for the white team. Smirny with the dig. Jones setting to Myers. And Goins tried to get the dig there, but came off at a bad angle off of her arm there. So that'll go out of bounds and wind up a point for the green team. 6-6 your score here in set number 2. White won set number 1 after charging back in the later stages and taking care of business 25-22 in that first set. Back to action here. Varner will pop this one over. Chun digs that, and Nye will get it over. Jones now going cross-court to Smirny and takes a really big swing there. And I think that was Held that tried to chase it down, but it'll ricochet off the ceiling and fall in as a point for the green team. 7-6, green in the lead. Adamson is back to serve for the green team. Adamson's serve, kind of a weak one that pops right over the net. Hard to handle, and that'll result in a point for the green team. 8-6 now your score. Green with a 2-point lead. Adamson again with that kind of tricky serve, but this time it'll go into the net, so 8-7 now your score. White trailing by 1. Held back to serve for the white team. Zayavong with the dig there. Jones setting to Smirny, who will wind up hitting that one a bit too long. And white is now tied 8-8 with Held still back to serve. Here's Held, but a little too juiced up for that one, as her serve is going to go too far and will result in a point for the green team. Zayavong back to serve for green. And she will return the favor. So all's well that ends well there, as score is still tied, this time just 9-9. Chun with the serve here for the white team. Jones setting to Smirny. And clever there from Smirny as she finds the far left corner, held with the diving attempt, but can't quite get there. So 10-9 your score in favor of the green team. Jones serving. Alba setting to Moreno, and she's denied at the net by Hill and Steckler, but White able to keep this rally going. And Zayvong with a diving attempt, trying to dig that one, but will wind up in the seats over here near where I am. So that is a point for the White team. 10-10 now your score in set number 2. Alba back to serve for the White team. And Smirny tries to dig that one, and it takes a bad ricochet, and Hill tried to do the same, but not able to, so that'll be a White point. Alba again with the serve. Here's Jones setting to Hill. Chun with the good dig there, as that one was going right for her face. And Hill will do the same this time, except White not able to pop it to another teammate, so Green will get the point there. Smirny will be back to serve. Checking your score, 11-10 with Green in the lead. Here is Larson, who will have her momentum going the wrong way and just be forced to pop it over. Steckler is met at the net and will be blocked by Nye. So, looking at the scoreboard here, all right, yep. It was incorrect there for a moment, but now being corrected. 12-11 your score. Jones will set to Myers, but Myers will go too long there, so that'll be another point for the White team. 13-11 now your score, with White having a 2-point advantage. Moreno with a good serve there that almost falls right in front of Zayvong. Good dig there from her. Again, Zayvong will try to get the dig, but that one ricochets into the seats, so White able to string a few points together here, open up a little bit of a lead, 14-11, 3-point lead here for the White team. Moreno with the serve here. Smirny with the dig, takes a deflection off the roof here of Williams Gymnasium. Steckler able to get it over. And Larson will get the kill here for the White team. Emphatic there. White had some options, as both Larson and Nye were both in position to rise up and get the kill there. And that latest point from the White team will force a timeout from the green side, and we will step aside as well with the score 15-11 with White in the lead here in set number 2. Back to action here in set number 2 after the timeout from the green side. That timeout forced by White, as they've taken a 4-point lead and strung several points together here. Moreno back to serve for White. Jones sets to Smirny all the way from the back line. Larson, her kill attempt there was kept up in the air, but Green not able to handle that. So, again, that'll be a White point. 16-11 now, your score. Moreno still back to serve. Smirny with the dig. Myers and Jones both colliding there. Green able to get it over. And White's kill attempt there falls right in front of, I believe, Jones. And so Jones not able to handle it. So White will again get the point. 17-11. White looking here like they might run away from Green here in this second set if Green can't recover and do the same to them as White did to them in the first set. Here is Jones setting to Steckler. Steckler will not get the kill there as good dig by Chun. Again, here is Steckler for Green. She's blocked right at the net by a pair of White teammates, and Green will kind of kick it around for a second, but not able to get it up and over the net. So White continues to grow their lead, now 18-11. Moreno still serving. Smirny will pop that one up to Zayavong, who just gets it over the net. Zayavong has to run a long way to get to that one, and Jones has to do the same. So off the deflection, that winds up just calmly hitting the floor. White will again get that point. Moreno still serving for the White side on a broken record. White continues to grow their lead and tally up the points. Now 19-11. White leading. Really good effort there by Smirny to dig that one. Same on the other side by Alba. But the run of good fortune here will eventually come to an end for White as Moreno will put that one into the net. So 19-12 your score. White leading, but Green back to serve. Hill back to serve. And Shun will kind of slice that one up near the net, and her teammates not able to converge and keep that one up and in play. So another Green point here. 19-13, White in the lead. Hill still serving for Green. This one will take a bad bounce off the arms of Kavana Held. So 3 points in a row here for Green. This is certainly what the doctor ordered if they were trying to close this gap. Hill again serving. This time Held able to handle that one. Larson is denied, but White able to keep that one up. However, Held kind of put in a bad position there as that ball was always going into the net. And so she's not able to do anything with that as Green will again win the point. 19-15 now as Green continues to charge. Chun with the dig. Alba sets to Nye, and she's able to put it into a bad place there for Green, who were not able to do anything with that. So White able to stop the bleeding here at 20-15. White leading. And Jones will eventually kind of awkwardly set to Shoemaker, who gets it over. Now here's Moreno for White. And that one goes all the way to the roof, but Green able to handle it. Myers took a big swing there, but good dig by Chun. This time Chun just kind of goes for the over, but too far. So that'll wind up a point for the Green team. Steckler now back to serve for Green. Your score 20-16 with White still in the lead. Moreno will try to get the dig there, but that'll ricochet and fly out of bounds. So 20-17. This is as close as it has been in several points. Steckler still serving. And held kind of wrong foots Alba there, who was trying to set to a teammate. Had all of her momentum going one direction, and the ball went the other. So a 2-point advantage now for White, 20-18. Green continues to climb back into set number 2. Steckler with the serve. Alba sets to Larson, who able to get that one over to the plus side of the net, as Myers and I think it was Shoemaker combined there to try to block it, but will eventually fall at their feet. So 21-18, White in the lead, looking to close out set number 2 and go up 2-0 thus far. Jones here will try to set to Shoemaker, who's able just to pat that one over. And looks like Nye may have just missed that one, as Alba was trying to set to her. She kind of shrugs her shoulders to suggest that she's laughing that one off. So 21-19 now, your score. But Green will put that one into the net. So 22-19 now. Green has been able to charge back into it, but let's see if they can do anything to close this gap even further. And that is going to help the Green side, as White will serve that one into the net. 22-20 now. White with the 2-point lead. Zaya Vong back to serve for Green. Goins with the dig. Chun will set to Moreno, and kind of a bunch of play here at the net, as looks like Green will get the point there off of too many touches from the White side. So 22-21 now, only a 1-point lead for White. Alba will set to Nye. Good dig from, I think, Adamson. Smirny will pop this one over. Goins with the dig. Alba will set cross-court to Moreno. Green looks like they'll be able to handle this one. Smirny is denied, but Green still in control here. Smirny opts for the teardrop, but to no avail, and White will do the same thing rather, and it'll work for them. I think that was Alba. My eye's not quite able to keep up with the action here. Either way, 23-21. White closing in on set point. And that'll help them, as Chun's serve will ricochet and hit the floor. So 24-21 now. Yes, 24-21, waiting for the scoreboard to update. Chun again with the serve. Jones here will set to Smirny, and she's going to get the kill. It ricocheted off of Chun and out of bounds. So Green says not quite yet, and they won't go down without a fight. 24-22. Green trailing the White team. Jones back to serve. Goins with the dig. Alba sets to Nye. Jones got the dig on the other side. Steckler now will just pop this one over. Held, digs. Alba sets to Nye. And looks like they're going to give the point inbounds and to the White team, which will mean that White will win this second set, oddly enough, by the same score that they won the first set, 25-22. And White will extend their lead 2-0 now over the Green team, and we will step aside as they do and be back when action resumes. All right, we're back inside Williams Gymnasium for set number 3. We had a fairly long break there as there was heated discussion at the scores table over something. I believe it was a statistical issue. Either way, we're back to action here, and Green will get things off to a good start from their side as first point of the third set will go their way. 1-0, your score. Jones back to serve for Green. And Jones's serve is too much to handle for Kavana Held as it will ricochet out of bounds. 2-0 now. Shun with the dig here. Alba setting cross court to Larson, who's blocked at the net. Now Moreno tries just to place that one, but it will fall out of bounds and be another point for Green as they're off to a fast start here in set number 3, 3-0. We'll see how motivated Green is to not go down rather quickly here, 3-0. Jones will able to get this one over. Chun now setting to Larson, and Larson will get the kill as Smirny and a teammate. I wasn't entirely sure who that was. It may have been Steckler or Hill. Wasn't able to see the other teammate there, but either way, resulting in a kill for Larson and a point for the white team, as that is their first point of the third set. Moreno with the serve. Jones will set to Hill, who's blocked at the net. Smirny with a diving attempt to try to keep that one going, but unable to do so. 3-2 now. White trailing the Green side early on here in the third set. Moreno back to serve. Good dig there from Zayavong. Jones will set to Steckler, but her attack will find the net. So 3-3 now. White has drawn even. Zayavong with the dig. Jones sets to Hill, but looks like that'll wind up being a point for the Green side as White tried to block it, but they blocked it straight out of bounds. Smirny now back to serve for the Green. 4-3 now. Green edging ahead. Alba sets to Larson, but her attack too long, and that will add to the Green lead, 5-3. Smirny still back to serve for the Green team. Smirny's serve is kind of one that dies right at the net, but White was able to not be caught off guard there. Here comes White. Moreno with the kind of drop-in shot there. Smirny with a really good effort, but not able to keep that one in play. So that'll wind up a point for the White team as Chun is back to serve. 5-4, what the White team trails. Jones will try to set to Hill, and Hill gets it over. This time, Held will get it over. Now, Zayavong does the same for the Green side. Alba setting to Nye. Nye tries the teardrop, but Green was there. Here is Steckler. Goes across the court. Larson will, again, pop this one over, right over the head, but Green able to hang in there. Now here's Held. Good dig from Smirny. Back and forth we go here. Moreno with the attack. She's met by Zayavong. Now here's Myers, blocked at the net, but Smirny keeps this rally going. Jones will set to Steckler, and Steckler will eventually get this one in as a very efforted back and forth rally from both sides here. That'll eventually wind up being a point for the green team. Green leading 6-4 here. Still pretty early in the third set. Green obviously having to lay it all on the line here in this third set. And just to avoid, obviously, going down 3-0 and losing this contest. Hill is going to be back to serve for the green team. Held with the dig. Alba will set to Held. Held's attack gets it over, but green able to handle it. Now Myers does the same. Steckler now. Good job by Steckler, who rises up and finds the open part of the floor for the green team. 7-4 your score. Green opening up their lead just a little. Hill is still back to serve for the green team. And her serve will scrape over the net. And White not able to recover there. So 8-4 now your score. Both sides at any given time throughout the first two sets definitely had their moments and had their runs and looked like at times either side could win. Thus far, White has came out on the better side of both of those. We'll see if this third set is any different. Hill now to Jones, who sets to Shoemaker, and she is going to get the kill. She spiked that one right in the face of Alba, who wasn't able to handle that. Green leading 9-4. Hill is still back to serve. This serve is going to fall right at the feet of Kavana Held, who I think kind of misjudged just how far that ball was going to go and allowed it to hit right near her foot. So chalk that one up to another point for the green team, 10-4 now. This time, a serve from Hill is going to find the net, so that will stop the bleeding for the white team. And Goins will be back to serve with the score 10-5 in favor of the green team. Goins serve all the way to the back line. Steckler with the attack. She's blocked at the net, and then that ball ricochets back off of her, and her reflex is not quite superhuman enough to keep that one in play. So White cuts into the lead a tad. 10-6 your score. Green still leading. Myers with the attack. She's blocked at the net. Green able to keep this one going. Smirny with the over here. Nye will get the kill, as that combination of Alba to Nye has been a very successful one thus far in these first two sets and thus far in the third set. 10-7 now. White charging back into this one. Only a 3-point deficit. Goins still serving. Smirny with the dig. Jones will set to Steckler, who just pokes it over, but Alba's not fooled. Now Moreno is going to get the kill from near the backline position. So 10-8 now. That is 3 points in a row so far for the white team. Smirny with the dig. Jones will set to Shoemaker, but good effort from the white team here. However, Moreno and Chun almost collide, and Chun not able to put that one back over the net and in play. So a good little run there from the white team, but green still leading. Steckler now back to serve for the green team. And this one will take an odd bounce off of the arms of Chun, find its way out of bounds. So that is another point for the green team. 12-8 your score. Green leading. Chun this time gets the dig. Alba tries to set to Held, who's able to get that one over. Myers now with the big swing there, and that one is deflected and out of bounds, so that'll be a kill for Myers and a point for the green team. 13-8 now your score. Steckler still with the serve. And somewhat of a laser serve there. Skids off the arms of Chun. So 14-8. Green able to open up their lead in these last few moments. See if they can gain a lead that is insurmountable for the white team here in this third set. Chun with the dig. Alba will set to Moreno. Moreno was blocked right at the net by Shoemaker and Jones. That combination of Shoemaker and Jones proved to be a pretty big deal in the second green and white scrimmage, if I recall. 15-8 your score. Green leading. Alba sets to Kavana Held, and she is denied at the net by Myers. So a few plays in a row here where Green has been able to flex their muscle. 16-8 your score, Green leading. Steckler is still serving. Alba will set to Moreno, who just kind of puts this one over. Good effort from Smirny to keep this one in play. Now Myers will just knock this one back over the net. Alba sets to Nye, and that one is going to touch several Green members there. I don't know if that was more than 3 touches, but on we play. Zayavong will set to Smirny coming from the back line, and that's going to drop in for a point. So Smirny will get the kill, 17-8. Green trying to run up a lead here that is insurmountable for the white team, and that's going to help as Steckler's serve will take a deflection and fall in for a point. And that latest point from the green team will force the white side into a timeout. Your score heading into this timeout, 18-8. Green leading here in set number 3. We will step aside and be back once play resumes. Back to play in set number 3 with Green leading white 18-8. This has certainly been the best performance thus far from these first 3 sets from the green team. We'll see if they can keep it up. Shoemaker will put this one over. Chun gets the dig. Now here comes Held with the attack, but is met easily there by Myers, and Steckler's attack too far, and will wind up being a point for the white team, a much-needed point for the white team coming out of that timeout. I'm sure Coach Bullock is trying to rally her squad, as they certainly have played well in the first 2 sets. This time, that'll be another point for the white team as Shoemaker's attack there will go out of bounds. So 18-10 now. Kavanagh Held back to serve for the white team. This one takes an awkward bounce off of the arm of Zayavong, but Green able to get this one over and back into play. 9 now with a great kill that floats all the way to the very back portions of the court, but will drop inbounds and will be a point for the white team. 18-11 now. Held still serving for the white team. Zayavong gets the dig here. Jones will set to Myers. Alba will get the dig. Chun sets to Moreno. And Smirny here from the back line. Nye tries to pop that one over, but she's met right at the net by Shoemaker and possibly another Green team member there. And that one will eventually find its way out of bounds, and a point will be awarded to the Green team. Adamson with the serve here. Nye with the attack. Green able to keep this one in play. Smirny with the big swing here, but a good dig from the white team. However, they're not able to capitalize. So 20-11 your score. Green leading. Adamson with the serve. Adamson again opts for the kind of teardrop serve. And clever play there from, I believe, Alba, which will result in a point for the white team. Chun back to serve for white. 20-12. Green still in the lead. Obviously, if white were able to rally here and win the set, that would be the end of our stream for tonight, but we'll see if that does in fact occur. Moreno with the attack here will just kind of get it over. Jones fakes like she's going to set and pops it over the net. And that'll be a point for the Green team. 21-12 your score. 9-point advantage for the Green team. Zayavong will serve here. Moreno attack, but Green able to handle it. Varner gets it over for Green. Chun with the dig. Alba sets to Nye, just able to poke it over. Here comes Smirny on the attack. Good dig from Held, but too far down the way, and white not able to run that one down, so that'll be another point for the Green team. I'm waiting on the scoreboard here to reflect what I believe is the score, which is, yes, 22-12. Green in the lead. Moreno will get the kill here. Just pokes that one over, I think it was Jones that was right there at the net. 22-13. Green leads white. Alba back to serve for the white team. Adamson with dig. Jones will set to Smirny, and her attack way too long there. So 22-14. White with a couple points in a row here. Adamson with the dig. Jones again sets to Smirny. This time she opts for the poke over the net, but white was able to recover there. Larson with the dig. And Alba tries to set to a teammate. I think it was Moreno. However, we have a violation, so that'll result in a point for the Green team. Green now in the lead 23-14, knocking on the door here of set point. Jones is back to serve for the Green team. Larson with the dig. Alba will set to Moreno, who is blocked at the net. However, blocked out of bounds by, I think, a combination of Hill and Smirny. So 23-15. White able to stave off set point, at least momentarily. Moreno with the serve. Opts for the short serve. Green was able to get there. And this will wind up as a kill off of the deflection. That kill attributed to Caden Hill. So Green now 1 point away from winning set number 3, 24-15. Smirny back to serve for Green. Kavanagh Held will dig this one, and she will also be the attacker. However, that one goes too long, and Green is able to rally here in this third set and stave off an early defeat and will win set number 3. So we will step aside heading into set number 4 with White still leading 2-1. Back to play here as both sides have been able to get some water and a little bit of rest, and we are now starting play of set number 4 in this game 8 and final green and white scrimmage of the fall semester for Lees-McRae Athletics. Alba will set to Larson, and she's denied at the net, so green will get on the board first here in set number 4. To this point, as your screen will tell you, white leading 2-1. Furious play back and forth right there at the net. Several tips back and forth, but that'll go the way of the white team. So 1-1 now your score. Moreno back to serve for white. Jones will set to Myers, and her attack right at the face of Alba. So Myers will wind up with the kill there. 2-1 now in favor of green. Shoemaker will step on for green, and Zayavong will step off. Hill back to serve for the green team. Back and forth play right there at the net. Jones now will just put this one back over. Moreno with the dig. And Larson with the attack, and will get the kill. As green not able to handle that. Score is now 2-2. Tied up after that kill from Larson. Chun will be back to serve for the white team. You can definitely tell that both sides are having a lot of fun. I think everyone is just very happy to be playing this semester. And obviously we're all looking forward to starting conference play next semester. This one will carry them out of bounds and will result in a point for the green team. 3-2 now. Green with the early lead here in set number 4. Steckler back to serve. Moreno with the dig here. Alba will set to Nye. Myers with the attack, but White able to handle it. Here's Moreno. Jones faked that she was going to set, popped it over, but White was not fooled. Here's Jones again. This time will set to Steckler, but Steckler will hit that one too low and into the net. So point for the white team. 3-3 your score now. Goins will be back to serve for the white team. Zayavong with the dig here. Smirny will set to Myers. Now here's Moreno coming from the back line. Smirny will pop this one over, but a whistle and stoppage of play. Point will be awarded to the white team for a supposed violation. Not entirely sure what the call was. 4-3 your score with White in the lead. Here is Smirny, and her attack will go too long. And that'll increase the lead for the white team now. 5-3 here in set number 4. See if White will kind of have a killer instinct here, knowing that if they take this set, they take the match. Zayavong with a nice dig there. And Myers comes through with a teardrop kill. Good play there. Myers will wind up stepping off, and Adamson will step on for the green team. 5-4 now, White with the 1-point advantage. Adamson is back to serve. Shun with the dig here. Alba will set to Nye. Jones sets to Smirny. Good job by Alba just to keep that one in play. Now here's Moreno with the attack, and she will put it into the net. So point to the green team. 5-5 now, all tied up with Adamson still back to serve. Adamson's serve will go too long, so point for the white team. 6-5. Much to the delight of Caitlin Bullock, who celebrated with her team there. Here's Kavana Held with the serve. Jones will set to Shoemaker, but White able to handle it. And a few yells of our ball, as we may have had a mishap here, not entirely sure. We have our men's volleyball players acting as officials for these green and white women's volleyball scrimmages. Not entirely sure the call there. Either way, White winds up with the serve. Alba will put this one over. Jones now will set to Smirny, who tries to teardrop this, but Goins was not fooled there. Both sides kind of met at the net, and Smirny with the attack here. Good dig by Chun. Here's Moreno with the attack, and flag is up for out of bounds here, so that'll be a point for the green team. A feverish back and forth there to decide that point. 6-6 now, all tied up. Zayavong is going to be back to serve for the green team. And her serve will go into the net, so a yell of excitement from the white team as they take a 1-point lead, 7-6. Chun back to serve for the white team. Adamson with a nice dig. Jones will set cross court to Smirny, and she will wind up getting the kill as Chun was not able to handle that one. So again, we are tied 7-7. Jones back to serve for the green team. Goins with a nice dig there. Alba will set to Moreno. Green able to handle it. Now here's Smirny, who's going to get the kill off of the deflection. I think Nye was the one that got a hand on it, but it deflected out of bounds. So point for the green side as they take a 1-point lead, 8-7. Jones still back to serve. Alba will set over to Moreno, who just pops this one over. Jones now sets to Hill, but Chun was not fooled. Zayavong will set to the corner to Steckler, who opts to poke it short, and she's going to get the kill. 9-7, your score. Green leading right now by 2. Jones still serving. You heard that yell, out, and too far off that serve from Jones. So White will get the point, and Alba will wind up serving here. Zayavong with dig. Steckler with the attack, but into the net. So a couple points here quickly for the white team to pull even 9-9. Again, obviously, if White were to wind up winning this set, that would conclude this afternoon's match. We'll see if they can do so. Hill able to get the kill here as everyone from the white team was pretty much off the net there and poked it over short. So good play there from the green team as they take a 10-9 lead. Smirny back to serve. Chun with the dig here. Alba will set to Moreno, who will wind up getting the kill off of the deflection. That ball deflects really far out of bounds, but it will not matter as that was off the hand of a pair of green teammates. Moreno will be back to serve here. 10-10 your score in the fourth set. Smyrny with the nice dig. Steckler with the attack. And that one will actually ride on the top of the net for a second. And Caden Hill tried to have quick reflexes to keep that one up into play, but unable to do so. Point for the white team. Moreno still back to serve. 11-10 now your score. Jones will set here to Myers. And according to the official, that one is going to fall in. I have to be honest, from my perspective here, that looked a bit long, but obviously the people on the floor have the final call. 11-11, we're all tied. Caden Hill back to serve for the green team. Alba will set to Larson. And that ball will pop really high in the air and will eventually go far enough for Larson just to poke it downward, I believe. So we have a slight stop and play here, as we're not entirely sure what the call is. And now we have a couple men's volleyball teammates discussing the play. It appears that the point will be awarded to the white team, and looks like it will be. Chun will be back to serve for the white team. Chun with the serve. Smyrny with the dig. Jones setting to Steckler. Big swing there, and she'll get the kill as Chun not able to control that. 12-12. All tied up. Steckler back to serve. Chun and Held kind of ran into each other there. Looks like Chun may have hurt her hand a tad. We'll see if that winds up being the case. And Shoemaker will wind up getting the kill as she pokes it over, and Chun's not able to quite get her hand under that. 13-12. Green with the narrow 1-point advantage here. Steckler still back to serve. And Moreno will try to get the dig there, but it will go too far, and Green was able to poke it right back over the net, so we'll wind up a point for the green team, 14-12. Green opening up a small lead here. However, that will not help as Steckler serves into the net, so 14-13. Green now leading by only 1. White back to serve. Goins will be back to serve, number 9. Zivon with a nice dig there. Jones opts to poke it over herself. Alba will set to Kavana Held. That one falls awkwardly into the arms of Shoemaker, but Green able to handle it here. And Green, good job there, just keeping that one up and in play. Here's 9 now on the attack. Good dig by Varner. Shoemaker will just pop this one over. Goins with the dig, and kind of a fake there from Alba. Alba again sets to Nye, but Green able to meet her at the net. Myers with the attack. White able to handle it. Now here's Held, and her attack will be too long and will wind up a point for the green team. Some spirited efforts here several times thus far through these 4 sets. Long rallies. Adamson now with the serve for the green team. Here is Held on the attack. Varner was there. Chun will get the dig here. Goins will set to Kavana Held. Jones now to Smyrny. Moreno is there. Chun able to keep this one in play. Alba will just get it over. Jones will set quickly to Shoemaker, who tries to poke it into a far portion of the floor, but unable to be successful there. So that'll wind up a point for the white team, 15-14, with Green in the narrow lead by 1 point. Held now with the serve. Jones sets to Smirny, and she goes cross court and will get the kill. 16-14 now, off of that latest kill from Caitlin Smirny. Zaya Vong back to serve. Alba sets to Moreno, who's denied right at the net, but we're still in play here. Nye, same thing happens to her, but again, still in play. Kavana Held will just poke it over. Here's Jones now, sets to Smirny, who takes a big swing and wind up getting the kill off of the deflection. I think that was Alba that attempted to block it, but will eventually hit the floor. So 17-14 now. Green able to string some points together. Zyvon back to serve again. Alba will set to Nye, that pokes it over, and well, that'll wind up a point for the white team as Smirny and a teammate there combine to do their best to get it back over the net, but cannot do so. 17-15. White down by 2. Chun with the serve. Jones will set to Smirny, and Smirny will push that one too long on the attack. So 2 points here in a row for the white team. 17-16 now. White only trailing by 1. Chun still back to serve. Chun's serve will go too far, so White's success was short-lived, and Green will continue inching ahead. Jones is back to serve here for the green team. Goins with a nice dig here. Moreno on the attack, and it is emphatically blocked. Steckler and possibly Hill there combining on the block. A hair flip as she knows that she did something good there. Jones now serving. Alba sets over to Moreno, who just gets it over. Zyvon will now set to Smirny. Chun with a nice dig. Now here's Moreno. Good effort from Smirny to keep that one up and in play. Now here's Steckler, who will wind up getting the kill. Everything's going right now for Steckler as the deflection will drop in play. 20-16 now your score, with Green in the lead, and that is going to wind up leading to a white timeout here in set number 4, and we will take a timeout as well and return once play resumes. Back inside Williams Gymnasium for resumption of play here in set number 4, with Green leading 20-16 right now. Steckler will poke this one over. Goins was there. Alba tried to be cute there and poke that one over, but back and forth we go here. Now Moreno with the attack. Too long, and that'll result in a point for the Green side. 21 now to 16. Green leading. We'll see if they can make a push here and, again, create a lead that is too high of a mountain to climb for the white team. Moreno almost looks like she had a miscommunication of sorts there, but either way, that'll be a point for the green team, 22 to 16. Jones back to serve here for the green team. Goins with dig. Alba sets to Nye, but good effort there by Adamson. Kavana held with a nice dig. Now Alba will set across to Moreno, who will just put this one over. Zyvong will set over her head to Smirny, but Held was there. Now here's Held. Attack, but Smirny was there. Smirny again. On the attack here, she's going to get the kill off of the deflection. Chun was in position, but much like a play that happened to her, one of her teammates earlier, Alba, Chun just had too much of her momentum going the wrong direction and wasn't able to get her feet under her. So a point here for green. Here is Alba, pokes this one over. Hill will keep this one up and in play for the green side. Smirny now will just get this one over. And looks like we had 4 touches there from the green team. So a whistle and a point is awarded to the white side. Alba back to serve here for white. 23 to 16. Green is leading on the door of possibly winning set number 4. Jones will dig here, and Zyvong sets to Smirny, who's going to get the kill. 24 to 16, I believe. 24 to 16. I'm looking up at the scoreboard here, as looks like they were behind a tad. Scoreboard now reads 24 to 17, so we'll go with that. And that's going to be enough for the green side to win set number 4, as that ball lines up going into the net and out of bounds for the white team. So after being down 2 sets to none, that is the green team, they've stormed back, won 2 sets in a row here, and have forced a 5th set. And it is shaping up to be an exciting finish here inside Williams Gymnasium for this last green and white scrimmage of the fall semester. We'll be back when the decisive set number 5 gets underway. Back to play here inside Williams Gymnasium for set number 5 of the 8th game of the green and white scrimmage schedule here with this green and white women's volleyball game. Alba gets us underway with the serve of set number 5. Here is Alba, sets to Larson on the attack. She's denied at the net, but Alba able to keep it up into play. Held with the attack here. Jones now setting to Hill. Chun with the dig. Alba will set to Moreno, who pops this one over short. Steckler and Smirny combine to keep that one into play. Alba will now set to Larson, who will get the kill off of a deflection. Looks like that was Jones, who wasn't quite able to get to it. And that will result in the first point here of set number 5. Alba still back to serve for the white team. Smirny with the dig here. Jones will set to Smirny, who harmlessly kind of pops it over the net, but off a deflection there, that'll drop and hit the floor and will wind up being a point for the green team. 1-1 your score now. Smirny back to serve for the green side. Shen with dig here. Alba sets to Moreno, who tries to go short, but Green was all over that. Myers here on the attack. Chun was able to dig that one. Larson now will drop that one over the likes of Hill and Myers, and that'll fall in for a point. Steckler was there and felt like she knew what was going to happen, but just wasn't quite able to get to it. 2-1 your score now. White leading. Moreno back to serve. Zayavong with a nice dig there. Hill now on the attack, but that's going to be too far as Hill just kind of wound up and put a bit too much muscle behind that one. Moreno still serving for the white team as White leads right now early in this 5th set, 3-1. Jones will set to Myers on the attack. Alba is there. Chun now setting to, looks like Alba and Alba and Moreno. Wasn't sure quite who was going for that, so that's going to fall in for a point for the green team. 3-2 now. Green trailing White. Hill back to serve. Alba will set to Nye, who will just poke that one over the net and gets it just over the hands of Shoemaker and Myers. So point for the white team. Chun now back to serve for White. White leading 4-2. Kind of a knuckleball serve there, and Green does nice just to handle it. Nye now rises and attacks and will get the kill as a diving effort from Smirny, not enough there. So that's going to wind up being an early timeout here for Green as the score stands 5-2 in favor of White here in set number 5. Back to play here, and it'll start quickly with a point for the white team. as several green teammates converge there, but not able to keep that ball up and in play. Chun with the serve for the white team. Jones sets to Steckler, but Nye and Kavana held right there to answer the call and block that one straight down and into the floor. So White will extend their lead 7-2, getting the first couple points here out of this timeout from the green team. Chun still back to serve. Jones will set short to Shoemaker. White able to handle that. Held will just knock that one over. Jones now setting to Myers, who will come running up from the back, but will poke that one up and out of bounds. So another point for the white team. 8-2 now your score. All four sets earlier to this point have definitely been a game of runs, and right now it appears that White is in the midst of one. We'll see if they can keep that going, and looks like they cannot, as Chun was trying to handle that latest attack from the green side, but that ball winds up into the net. So 8-3, White still leads, but green is serving. Steckler back to serve. Alba sets to Larson on the attack, but Zayavong was there for a nice dig. Here's Smyrny. Alba there. Larson will just poke this one over. Jones now setting for Shoemaker. Chun handles that nicely. Here's Held, denied right at the net, but White able to keep this one up and in play. Larson now with the attack, and will wind up getting the kill as that ball skipped off the top of the hands of Steckler and out of bounds. So point for the white team there, 9-3. White leading here in this decisive set number 5. Goins with the serve. Jones sets to Myers on the attack, and wow, great effort there from White. Really nice dig from Goins, and that ball shot across the floor and wound up able to keep it in bounds. However, looks like this will wind up going the way of green, as I think we eventually had a violation there from the white side. So 9-4 your score. Green trailing. Adamson with the serve. Smyrny just kind of pokes this one back over. Nye here with the attack, and she'll get the kill. She kind of puts that ball into an area that was recently vacated and had no one from the green team near it. That was Held with the serve there from the white team. Here's Smyrny on the attack, and she's going to get blocked at the net by Nye and possibly Alba as well. And signaling for another timeout here. Not entirely sure who took this one. I could venture to say probably the green team. Either way, we will also step aside, at least momentarily, with the score 11-4 in favor of the white team. Back to play here with Held back to serve for the white team. Her serve will keep going and go too long. And so that'll be a point for green. Shoemaker will step off. Caden Hill will come on for the green side. Zayavong back to serve for the green team. And her serve will also go too far. It's odd how oftentimes that will happen back-to-back like that, with one team serving it too far and the other team just returns the favor. So 12-5 your score. White still leading. Chun with the serve there for White. Jones will set to Smirny on the attack, but Held was there. Chun now will set to Held. That just kind of puts it over. Jones over to Smirny. Her attack is blocked, but ball's still in play here. Alba will set to Nye. Good play there and dig from Varner, who kind of takes it off the face. And Smirny, I think, will eventually be awarded the kill, as they're saying that, I think they're saying that Goins didn't actually get the dig and that it hit the floor as well. So that'll wind up as a point for the green team. 12-6 now, green trailing white. Jones back to serve. Goins with the dig here. Alba sets to Moreno, who just pokes it over. Jones now goes cross-court to Smirny, and Chun can't get her arm around that, so another point here for the green team. 12-7 now your score. White still in the lead. Obviously, as your screen will tell you, this being the deciding fifth set, whoever wins this will win the match. Jones here goes cross-court to Smirny. This time Chun can get the dig. Pokes back and forth there close to the net. And Hill will eventually rise and get the emphatic kill, and will fire up her and her coaching staff, her teammates, and those standing out of play right now, as green certainly has some momentum. We'll see if that continues. Jones still back to serve. Alba will eventually set to Moreno here, who just gets it over. Jones sets to Steckler. Chun with some good work there to keep it in play. Zyvong does the same here. Smirny eventually on the attack, but held right there. And this time, Nye thinks she's going to poke it softly over, but Hill is there and was thinking the same and was able to block that one straight down into the floor. So point here for the green team, and Hill will get the kill there. This serve, though, too long from Jones, and White will end up with the point. 13-9, White currently leading here in set number 5. Alba back to serve. Jones here sets to Hill, who's denied right at the net, but momentarily still in play. Smirny with a great effort running all the way back, try to get that one up in the air into a teammate, but can't do so. So that'll wind up being another White point, 14-9. Alba still serving. Zyvong with a nice dig there. Jones will set to Steckler, who just pokes it over. And looks like Nye here on the attack. She's going to get the kill. Adamson with the diving effort, but not able to get to it. And I kind of fell asleep at the wheel there, not realizing the score, but that is going to do it. 15-9. White will wind up winning this set number 5. Thank you for staying with us and watching this afternoon's live stream of Game 8 of the Green and White scrimmage schedule. We certainly appreciate your attention all throughout the fall watching this fall scrimmage schedule. It's been nice seeing our student athletes with the ability to get in some live game action, knowing that our schedules otherwise were postponed. However, we are very excited to begin play across all of our sports here in the spring semester, and we encourage you to follow along as things will get underway starting in January. Unless the schedule changes to this point, it looks like about mid-January we'll have basketball getting underway and will kick us off for the spring conference schedule. I mentioned earlier, in the spring, you will find our streams at our usual home on the Conference Carolinas digital network, and you can find links to that streaming home several places on our website. We were streaming to our athletics YouTube account only for these fall scrimmages. But again, we thank you for watching and hope you have a good night from Banner Elk.